Imagine walking through the frozen wilderness of the Ice Age. The air is cold. The ground trembles beneath herds of giant mammoths and bison. And hidden in the shadows, a predator waits. It is not a lion. It is not a tiger. And despite its name, it was neither. With jaws armed with terrifying blade-like teeth nearly 7 inches long, the saber-toothed cat was one of the most feared predators of prehistoric America. But what exactly was this animal? How did it hunt? And why did such a powerful killer vanish from the earth forever? This is the story of the saber-toothed cat, one of the most iconic predators to ever live. When most people hear the words saber-toothed tiger, they imagine a giant tiger with oversized fangs. But in reality, that image is misleading. The most famous saber-toothed cat was Smilodon, a prehistoric predator that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, from roughly 2.5 million to 10,000 years ago. Smilodon was not a tiger, and it was not the direct ancestor of any living big cat. Instead, it belonged to a separate branch of feline evolution, one perfectly adapted for a world filled with giant prey. Its fossils have been discovered across North and South America, but some of the most famous remains were found in Los Angeles, California, at the Brea Tar Pits, one of the richest prehistoric fossil sites on Earth. There, thousands of Smilodon bones have revealed the secrets of a predator that once ruled ancient America. At first glance, Smilodon looked like a big cat. But a closer look reveals something far more unusual. It was heavily built, with a short tail, a broad chest, and powerful forelimbs. Unlike modern cheetahs or lions, Smilodon was not designed for speed over long distances. Instead, it was muscular, compact, and built like a prehistoric wrestler. Adults are believed to have weighed between 350 and 600 pounds, with some large individuals perhaps even more. That made Smilodon comparable in size to a modern lion, but far more robust. And then there were the teeth. Its upper canine teeth could grow up to 11 inches in total length, though only part of that extended beyond the gums. These flattened, curved fangs were unlike anything seen in modern cats. But these teeth were also fragile. Despite their terrifying appearance, they were not designed to crush bone or withstand violent twisting. That means Smilodon had to use them carefully. One wrong move could snap a tooth, and for a predator that depended on those weapons, that could mean death. So if its fangs were so delicate, how did it hunt with them? For decades, scientists have debated exactly how the saber-toothed cat killed its prey. Unlike modern big cats, Smilodon likely could not rely on a suffocating throat bite or a crushing bite force alone. In fact, its jaw may have been weaker than that of a modern lion. So it compensated in another way, with power. Its forelimbs were incredibly strong, stronger proportionally than those of most living cats. These limbs may have allowed Smilodon to grapple large prey to the ground, pinning it in place before delivering a precise killing bite. Rather than biting wildly, Smilodon may have used its long canines like surgical blades, targeting soft areas of the throat or neck. A well-placed strike could sever major blood vessels, causing massive blood loss in minutes. This was not a chase predator like a cheetah. It was most likely an ambush hunter. It probably hid in cover, waited for the right moment, and attacked with explosive force. Its prey may have included bison, camels, horses, young mammoths, giant ground sloths, and other large Ice Age mammals. In a world full of giants, Smilodon was a specialist, a predator built to take down prey far larger than itself. The saber-toothed cat lived across a vast range. Fossils of Smilodon have been found in parts of North America and South America, especially in the United States, Mexico, and regions farther south. Different species of Smilodon occupied different environments, from open grasslands to woodlands and scrub-covered landscapes. One of the most famous species, Smilodon fatalis, lived in North America and is the species most commonly associated with the Brea Tar Pits. These prehistoric habitats were rich in large herbivores, creating perfect hunting grounds for an ambush predator. But Smilodon was not alone. It shared its world with dire wolves, American lions, short-faced bears, and early humans. The Ice Age was full of competition, and every hunt came with risk. To survive in such a brutal ecosystem, Smilodon had to be more than dangerous. It had to be efficient. In some ways, yes. Smilodon may not have had the raw bite force of some modern predators,